The sun rises every single day, but there is one morning where it rises with a different purpose. We walk through our weeks consumed by the noise of the world, the digital pings, the stress of the grind, and the weight of our own mistakes. But then comes the Friday. The day is not just a day. Most of us treat it like a routine. A quick shower, a rush drive to the masjid, and a struggle to stay awake during the sermon. But if you knew the hidden secrets within the folds of this day, you would never approach it the same way again. Imagine for a second that you are standing at the gates of the masjid. You see the crowds, you hear the muffled sounds of the brothers and sisters gathering. But what your physical eyes cannot see is the activity happening right beside you. The Prophet ﷺ told us that on the day of judgment, angels stand at every gate of the masjid. They are not just there for decoration. They have scrolls in their hands. They are writing down the names of the people who arrive. They record the first person, then the second, the third, each receiving a reward. As if they had sacrificed a camel, then a cow, then a sheep. And they are waiting for you. They are looking for your name. But the moment the Imam sits on the pulpit and the adhan begins, those scrolls have rolled up. The angels sit down, they stop writing your name, and they have missed the chance to have your name attached in the golden scrolls of the angels for that day. You arrived, but you were recorded in the elite list. The secret of Jummah lies in the fact that it is a portal to the past and a gateway to the future. It is the day Adam was created, the day he was entered into paradise, and the day he was taken out of it. It was the day of our original story. When you stand in that prayer, you aren't just standing with the people in your city. You are standing in a lineage of humanity that started on a Friday. And most importantly, it is that day the world will end. Every animal on this earth, from the smallest insect to the largest whale, stays silent and listens on Friday. Mornings terrified that the trumpet might blow. Only humans and jinn go about their day heedless, laughing, distracted, while the rest of the creation is on high alert. Then there is the secret of light, where we are told to read Surah Al-Kahf, and many of us do it out of habit. But look at the world around you. We are living in an era of unprecedented deception. The Jalic systems of the world are designed to make you lose your soul. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever recites Surah Al-Kahf on a Friday will have a light that shines for them until the next Friday. And imagine that. This isn't a metaphoric light. It is a spiritual frequency. It is a shield that protects your heart from the darkness of the fitna we face every time we pick up our phones or we walk out of our doors. It is a weekly recharge of your internal guidance system, and without it, you are walking through a minefield in the dark. But perhaps the most beautiful secret of all hidden hour is the hidden hour. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, hid a specific window of time within the day of Friday. He didn't exactly tell us when it is, but He promised if a servant asks for anything during this hour, it will be granted. The majority of scholars pointing to the hour between Asr and Maghrib, the final moments of the day as the sun begins to clip and dip below the horizon. Just think about that mercy involved in that. After you have purified yourself, after you have prayed, and after you have remembered Him, He gives you a private window to ask for anything of your deepest desires. The problems you think are unsolvable, the sickness that you think is incurable, the heartbreak you think will never mend. All of it, it is subject to that 1 hour. Now, here is the thing. Most people spend Friday afternoon shopping, scrolling or sleeping, but the ones who know the secret are the ones who are tucked away in a corner of the masjid or on the prayer mat at home, hands raised, eyes tearful, taking advantage of a moment where the King of Kings had promised to say yes. Think about it like this. Jummah is the Eid of the week. It is a gift given to this ummah that was kept hidden from the nations before us. They were given Saturday and Sunday, but we were guided to the crown jewel of this week. Now, when you understand these secrets, the day changes. You don't just go to the prayer. You prepare for a meeting, you clip your nails, you wear your best clothes, and you use the siwak. You send yourself, and you walk with sakina, tranquility. You realize that Jummah is a purification from one Friday to the next. It is the removal for all sins committed between them, and as long as major sins are avoided, it's a weekly wash for the soul. As we move through these times, our connection to these sacred windows is what will keep us grounded. The world wants you to think Friday is just a weekend. The world wants you to focus on the brunch, the sales and the relaxation, but the believer knows that Friday is the day of war against your ego. It is the day we reclaim our identity. It is the day we remember that we are not just bodies wandering through a material world, but souls on a journey back to the one who created us on a Friday. So don't let the next Jummah pass you by like a regular day. Wake up with the intention to be recorded in the scrolls. Read the words of Surah Al-Kahf with the intention to be protected from the darkness. And when the sun begins to set, find a quiet place. Turn off noises, put away distractions, realize that you are in a normal moment where the Creator of the heavens and the earth is listening specifically to you. The secrets of Jummah are not meant to be known, they are meant to be lived. They are the keys to life of barakah, a life of light, and a death upon the truth. So every frustration you make on this day carries the weight of history and the hope of the future. You are part of a global heartbeat that pulses every Friday. A sea of believers are turning their faces toward the same point in the desert, all seeking the same mercy. And this is your strength. This is your secret. This is your day. Spend it like it's the last one you'll ever have, because one day the Friday will come where the scrolls stay closed and the time for action is over. So prepare now while the gates are still open.